What's up, guys? Tim in the North back with another Age 2 ranked match. This is me and Sir Salvador. Yeah, it's been a little bit since I've played from the last time I did a recording and this match. We'll speed it up just a little bit. I have fallen down the ELO ladder a little bit here. I think I'm like 7 something in this match. I think it's like 780. I had some bad matchups. I also was pretty weak to some newer maps. I also had some really laggy games, and they seem to happen. They seem to happen on that islands map, and there's just no way I was sitting an hour through that. Those seem to take a little bit longer for me, so I was just like, I'm not doing it. So I fell down a little bit. I haven't changed anything that I have been doing in terms of build order. So I've been sticking to, 4 on wood, the rest on food for a little bit. Yeah, Britons. I'm going archers here. So with Malay under Sir Salvador. This is a pretty lengthy match here. So be sure to strap in. It looks like Salvador is going for a dock here, or is preparing for a dock. I have the foundation down. So roughly the same time. Just waiting for the wood to come in for Sir Salvador. One on gold, still, 6, trying to pivot more towards wood so I can start building up a perimeter here around my base. And this is the first, I think this might be the first time I've played 4 lakes. Or at least it's the first time I played 4 lakes and it went into like a bit of a longer game. So I'm not entirely familiar with the layout, other than the fact that, there's lakes in the corners of the map. So I'm not really sure how to build this out while I'm going through it, but I end up figuring it out though, right? So clicking up to feudal here. My opponent still needs a bit more food, so a little bit behind. Has 13 on wood. Really needs the food right now. Keep an eye, excuse me, keep an eye on idle TC time. Salvador is already up to 55 seconds. I'm at 13. So just finishing up with the hunt here, sending to the berries. 3 fishing ships. I think I got 2 here. I thought I was really late. I know the fishing ships are important, but because I haven't played a ton of ranked matches with water on them, it's just not in habit with the build order that I've been working with here. So getting my walls up. I like the amount of gold I have here. I feel good about that. I have not. Let me see. Yeah, I have not. I have not scouted over here, so I'm not sure what this looks like when I'm doing this. And actually, I did not scout out very far, so not too sure what to expect. So that's why I kind of pivoted down here to these trees, and I think I end up walling right here. Eventually, this gets expanded. Opponent taking a similar strategy here, blocking up these tree holes. Doing really well with the fishing ships, which really allowed him to put more on wood earlier than me. Well, obviously, you need more on wood because you need the wood for the ships. So, but yeah, I did do this map again and made sure I went a little bit heavier into fish. The second time around, I will do an upload for that. That one went to pretty far distance as well. So it should get an upload for the YouTube. 9 farms, 23 on food, and that's really because of the fishing ship. So that's really good. Nothing up here on this side yet. Also has more economy units, and this I think includes the fishing ships. So definitely has the edge on the fishing ships right now. I'm trying to get some pikes in here too. I have a couple of the matches that I fell down the ELO ladder on was early scout rushes. So rather than having the pikes or spearmen hang out front here, I've been trying to hold them in the base more now. So this is all walled. I did end up scouting this out, so this is all blocked off. But now that it is blocked off, I have them out front because I feel pretty secure and cozy in my base. My opponent has like a little bit of a back channel here. Has a second town center down. 3 town centers down. What was I doing? Not thinking about another town center. Probably just panicking. Scouts trying to peek. Spearmen are on it. I'm gonna bump this up a little bit more. I am sending a monk out and about to get some of the relics out here. My opponent is now going for the second lake, and I wish I would have done this. I do have the second town center going up. Wanted to get closer to wood, just because, you know, there's going to be overchop here at some point. Let's turn this down a little bit. Scout was just, excuse me, just running in the back there. Oh, sorry, there's an engagement up here. Obviously, being the Britons, I'm going range. So my opponent loaded up on the Scorps. I like this hill here. So I'm going to turn this down to normal speed now. I like this hill here, so this is kind of where I'm thinking to put a castle, especially right here, because the town center is right there, and you get a damage bonus being on that hill. So trying to figure out this map, and this hill in the middle can become a pretty advantageous position. So my opponent, 4 town centers, starting to wall off over here. No fishing ships coming in yet. I forgot about fishing ships. I think at this point I just put like 5 in there and I'm done. Excuse me. I do want to get some scouts or cavalry going, because I'm not going to be able to deal with the scorpions with the archers right now. Scale mail armor, this might have been a misclick on me at this point, not sure. Idle TC is starting to build up for my opponent. They only have 250 some food, and they're running at 4 town centers, so this is gonna scale much faster than what my town center is. I should be doing a lot better right now. 700 and 800 and some food, and I have an idle TC. Idle eco is also going to bounce around quite a bit, because I absolutely forget to manage economy late game. One of my current weaknesses. So I'm trying to take these towers out. I don't want him to see a castle coming when I'm trying to hold this position, and really I'm freaking out, and just trying to figure out how I'm gonna deal with these scorpions right now. That's why nobody's on stone. My opponent, thinking back at this point, probably should have just taken these, put the castle right here. But I have these knights in preparation to try and deal with these. I want to get rid of these towers. I don't want him to see that I have knights on the field. Not that I plan on going like heavy with knights, but he probably can see it at this point from here. He definitely sees it now. So, a little bit of engagement here. I want to try to get some of these vills. I see they're on stone, so I'm expecting a castle, and that's why I'm trying to hold this. Knights are gonna end up running. Okay. Had an exchange here. Putting in the step away. All good. But now we're back. This was weird here. I do remember this. This becomes a very unfortunate exchange for me here. I completely lag out. I end up moving these up here, and then that's when it starts to lag for me. And then this gets ugly. I remember this though. It might be a little bit in. I did click up the imp. I'm waiting. So I see the castle foundation here, and I want to watch it to make sure no villagers come on there and I can pick them off. Yeah, I send these up to the north, and this is where it lags out for me. Because I would have pulled these up to the hill for a better engagement on these units, and not be sandwiched between these two. But it completely like lagged out for a good like 8 seconds or so. Then when it came back, all these guys were gone, and then you're gonna see I spam. Yep, I'm like, I gotta get some of these crossbowmen back. So these are my production buildings down here. I didn't cover this too much. I've been babbling. Obviously the eco is going downhill on me in a lot of areas. Fishing ships are still cruising around. I am trying to get better protection for cavalry at this point. I want to stock back up because I know that my opponent is probably going to lean pretty hard in these scorps. So, trying to be ready for that. We'll pick it back up a little bit here. You know, I'm trying to grab enough upgrades here so I can start to ignore my eco. I am trying to throw down more ranges so I can pump out more units, especially with, you know, having 28 on gold right now, and I'm floating 1,000 wood. So gonna have another engagement here. I wanted the knights to take out the scorps, but obviously, you know, pikemen are here. It's not very good. Also, not another great exchange for me here. I'm trying to bring these back for the crossbowmen. But they're arbalists now, so they did get their upgrade with me going into imp. Trying to grab my upgrades. Ballistic, I should have grabbed that much sooner. It would have been a lot more helpful to have had that back in castle. I think I forgot it. This was a mistake on my end. I did not want to go into cav archers, so I've been using more hotkeys lately. And right now it's select all buildings, and I just I clicked the wrong one, so don't think I'm getting into a different strategy here. I did not want to go with cav archers. So I kind of want to check out this side of the map and see what's going on, just because I have had heavy focus down here. I'm still interested in this spot though, because the hill is right there. So we are going to come back this way because I see this castle's up here. Pretty decent exchange for me. I pull the cavalry back even though there's cav archers in here. We do clean up most of the pikemen. My opponent's trying to bait me to come back into, you know, range of archers and castle fire. So, yeah, I'm trying to mass stone here, which I just got enough stone. So, forget who I end up sending, but you know, that is where my mind is right now. Still trying to hold this spot. I don't want a castle to show up here. I've been ignoring over here. A lot of idle TC time by me. Also my opponent, but my opponent also has, what, like 5 TCs right now. I do have the military edge right now. I'm struggling. I mean, I'm not struggling, but like I'm definitely losing to these skirms here. I have some rams coming just to try and grab some of the skirm fire, if possible. I did put up 2 siege workshops to help push here. So honestly, I don't know what's back here, right? So I don't know if something's waiting for me. He was commenting on the Arbalest right there, pretty unstoppable. But they get stopped. A few times they'll get stopped. So here's the castle finally. Even though I already took down that town center, I just want a position that's easier for me to hold. Also, keep them off of this gold here. Also, that game audio is pretty loud, so I apologize for that. I'm turning that down right now. So yeah, sending some rams in here, just try to distract this as much as possible, take attention off of the Arbalest, so I can get this castle up. I have a decent amount of villagers on it, 7 right now. I'm trying to stretch a little bit, just to see what I can clear over here. Wanted to pull them back because I did see I guess their champions coming in. Two-handed swordsman, sorry. So castle will go up. I'm still you know, just idling a lot of villagers here. Really right now this is the point where my Apple Watch is telling me my heart rate is higher than normal. Especially because I just saw this treb. This is where my focus is. You know, I'm not looking at anything else. I dropped this here because I wanted to get the villagers away from the castle, get them back to doing something. No trebs in for me yet, just because I was low on wood. I'm up to 69 Arbalists. You know, I feel comfortable with this unit right now. I'm like, I can just keep sending rams in. I don't see a lot going on here. Just like I can just, you know, keep pushing from here and keep attention, you know, right where it is. Because every time I feel like I bring trebs out, I just I get trebbed back. So I feel nervous going with them. My opponent does have 2. They just came out. They may have been behind the castle, or they were inside the castle, and that's when these units popped out and took out the ram. So these trebs are on the move right now. I can do quite a bit of damage to these with the Arbalists. Also, I have some... I think some of them are still shooting the building and not taking this engagement here. So really this is just me panicking. So I end up losing a lot of my Arbalists again. They're getting wrecked by the skirms here. Eco's also pretty rough looking for my opponent. Obviously, you know, our attention, we're not real high ELO. These guys are running. I think I just sent them here from here because there was a build-up blockade. This is terrible. This can be raided at any point. But like I said, I'm trying to keep pressure here, so they have to pay attention. I do have 2 trebs in the queue now because I know that I need to get rid of this castle because I cannot get much further in here without it. I must have had these knights parked up here. I forgot about them until the notification had gone off and I pulled them back, or else I absolutely would have gone after these vills. So treb's out. Like I said, every time I bring a treb out, their treb shows up, and you know, it's a rough exchange. Fortunately, you know, I have pretty good range, but I still get hit with the castle here. Again, not a great position for me. I do have quite a bit of knights though, so I'm glad I did pull them back. I'm gonna start trying to get this castle down. I'm afraid of these halbs. So I try pulling them back. They're also in castle fire range now, so It's a fair exchange for me. And this castle is on its way down. So we now have a new range of turf to play on. Eco is still not looking very good for me. All those trees are gone. I housed this up because this was a gap. This I still haven't seen. I should have dropped a mill right there. So this was funny. I knew I couldn't do anything. I'm trying to mass more arbalists here. Got some in the queue, so I just put the trebs on the units. Because why not, right? So, yeah. More of these coming out. Thinking back, if I'm not panicking right now when I say this, should have taken these vills and probably should have put more ranges up here and then hotkeyed just these ranges. So there was less travel time from like this range and all the way back here as I'm moving up. So definitely something better for me to see. So right now I see these are coming up. So excuse me. I just want to start trying to keep pressure there to prevent them from going up these siege workshops. So this is my meat shield is now pretty much gone. So I'm in a very rough exchange again against how many skirms are here? 20 some? Yeah, it's kind of a rough matchup. Just because they do take the Arbalest down pretty fast. So back in Castle Fire here. This Treb is in trouble. I'm not feeling super comfortable with this engagement. Another Treb comes out, so I got 3 Trebs, but one is about to go back down, so I'll be right at 2. Another Treb comes out for my opponents. I guess this was just parked back there. So again, I'm getting shredded by these elite skirms. So I do have some ranges coming up. With 7,000 food, I just want to spam cavalry, so I can try to keep attention away from here and direct some people back into his eco. Yeah, obviously not good. Losing, gonna lose these Trebs. I do have cavalry showing up, but they're scout cavalry. I never got the upgrade yet, so they're going in there quite squishy. I also have not fully upgraded the armor for cavalry. So yeah, this is really just me panicking right now. Just because, I've not moved from this castle. I've taken some things out, but I'm still stuck. And this is one of the biggest challenges for me, I think still, is trying to figure out a better way to push, because I feel like I'm constantly stuck in these stalemates at my castle to where, I get pushed back or I just eat up a ton of resources. I'm trying to wear them down, and having bombard cannons is kind of scary for me, just because it is a little bit more mobile than a Treb and still does a lot of damage. I get the cavalry in there, take out the bombard cannon. I do have some some work from the Arbalest here in this this group. I want to pull them back again because these elite skirms are been a pain for me. I am massing some here. Gold is starting to come in slower for me. That's why I'm trying to be a little bit more cautious with the Arbalest at this point. These are still, yep, there it is, light cavalry upgrades coming in. I knew I still had a ton of food, so I was just like, I just have to get these in here to clean up the skirms. So there we go. Pull them back because I want them away from the halbs, and we'll pick off melee units all day long. So we're finally moving up from our castle's position. And I honestly, this just has to be the approach, I think, is pushing cavalry into into people's faces, even if it's not a very strong unit. But like a mass like this will keep attention away from the arbs now. So I click back here. I'm trying to just get in here and just, you know, take attention away so I can move this up, get closer to this eco line. I still have, you know, scouts coming in. 18 more in queue. I have 36 arbalists. Starting to build up a little bit of gold here, but you know, gold is getting pretty difficult to come by. So I'm nervous here. This is where I think the last bit of my gold, I have some right here. I think I do move to that camp, but that's why I'm trying to pump in as many of these cavalry units as possible. I have something back here. They get cleaned up, and the attention is back on my arbalists again, which, you know, so I gotta pull them back. I got another treb out. I just want to push through here. So if anything, it's easier for the cavalry to just run back. And then I am dropping more archery ranges here. So instead of me dropping them back here, I moved them up here. I did put a second castle just to hold in case this one had gone down. So I do have cavalry running back here. I want to disrupt this eco, just because, you know, the elite skirms are just food and wood. But I think to slow that down, food eco is 48 for my opponent. There are heavy scorpions in queue. Probably should have moved the arbalists up here, but I think I was taking this time to try and look around down here. Yeah, I put them on gold now. But should have moved the arbs up to try and protect the scouts a bit more. Heavy squirps are coming in. Got 40 arbalists right now. 46 in queue for light cavalry. I'm moving these trebs up. I need to take out production buildings at this point. Trying to drop a castle here as well. But I don't want to lose putting the fight right here. I don't want it to come back. So I'm just trying to put as much pressure here with the treb and keep the arbalists there so nobody can sneak up. Here comes the vills. And I just send the scouts or light cavalry straight to the heavy scorpions here. Doesn't work out in my favor. I do get a few of them down. I think they were 7 in queue. They still walked away with 8 of them. So I'm double clicking these as they come in and just redirecting them this way, and then I'll try to clean up the halbs so the cavalry can get through. Obviously I don't have a ball, so they're just getting picked off as they go in. These skirms come in and they start to disrupt the castle a little bit. I'm trying to protect horses here and not my villagers anymore. This castle is getting very close to being denied. Yeah, this is just panic again for me. My arbalists are blocking my treb from coming back, but the castle does go up. And with that, my opponent calls it GG. So this was a fun match. I definitely had some points where I thought I'd be getting pushed back, mainly here when I was on the castle. I just kept taking fights here that just were very expensive for me gold wise. And then, you know, I got here and then I came close to another collapse. I had what, 33 halbs here. The villagers were getting picked off with skirms because my focus was on the scorpions that were up here. Just trying to direct light cav back to them, but also avoid the halbs. Looks like I did get back here. There was nobody on this eco, but there was enough damage done at that point. But yeah, good matchup. Mr. Salvador, hats off to you. Yeah, I mean, getting ready to reboom over here. So definitely a tough one. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a fun one for me. If you're enjoying this content, let me know. I'll try to keep videos coming in as I do my ranked matches. So with that, please feel free to like, comment, consider subscribing if you're not already subscribed to the channel. Catch you all in the next one. Peace.